Hello, everybody, and welcome to week 5 of Tory's Tidbits. It's hard to believe that we're already into a full week of February, but you know what? We're hitting the ground running up here, and I love it. So, what did we do this week? We were on the floor Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and we passed out 7 bills and 1 resolution. You can see my vote record below in my newsletter. But the resolution is one that I'm sure many of you have heard about, seeing what other states are doing. So the major thing that I want to talk about with the resolution, it was to support Texas and Governor Abbott through this time. And it was to encourage Governor Kelly to do so. And this is massive because let's be realistic, Kansans support Texas during this time. And one thing that I always ask our law enforcement officers every single year is, how do we decrease our crime and our drug problem in Barton County? And you know what they tell me? Close the border. So there's drugs that are coming in, and we all know they're making their way up from Mexico into Kansas. Great Bend is on one of their stops, and we really need to stop all the drugs coming in, all the fentanyl and everything. So I stand with law enforcement on this. I stand with Texas, and I'm really proud of the work that we've done in the House, and now it's off to the Senate. And so let's hope that Governor Kelly sees that a majority of Kansans support Texas during this time and that we will stand with them. So what did we do in commerce and insurance? So in commerce, it was mostly about the unemployment bill. That is a massive compromise. It's all the stakeholders working with Department of Labor and figuring out, how do we fix this unemployment mess that we have? And so we haven't finished it yet. We had a hearing on it Monday, Tuesday, and then today we adopted the amendment. Today's Thursday. We adopted the amendment to fix, the issues that Department of Labor had with the original bill. And it's just been a massive stakeholder compromise and collaboration. So we have not passed it out yet because next week we're going to keep working on it. But I think this is going to be huge, and it's much needed in the state of Kansas. And if you guys want to learn more about it, we can sit down with the chair of commerce or some of the stakeholders and do a deep dive into that. In insurance, we passed out 2 bills and had a hearing on 1. It was a pretty slow week in insurance. I look forward to next week. We have a couple bill hearings in insurance. The only other thing that I really want to talk about that I thought was really interesting was Health Committee on the House side this week had a hearing on banning smoking in casinos. I completely support that, because we don't allow anybody else to smoke in any other type of business. We have the Clean Air Act. So why is it a state-owned casino is allowed to have smoking? So I fully support that. Unfortunately, I don't think it's going anywhere, but I thought that was a really interesting bill that I think a lot of people would support. I had quite a few constituents come up this week. Really enjoyed sitting down with the JAG-K kiddos and learning, of course, more about JAG-K and how it's really impacted their lives. And then also the travel industry came up, so it was great to have Great Bend folks up here and talk about all the great things that Great Bend's doing and how Great Bend is a tourist destination. So I love to hear all the people that are coming to Great Bend. This week also I had a meeting I held it for all legislators to sit down with the Secretary of Corrections, talk about the death penalty, and it was nothing one way or another, not persuading anybody on anti or for it. It was just talk about who's on death row, what's the process of it, what are other states doing, and I think the death penalty is a really interesting topic for a lot of people because they watch all these true crime shows and they're watching a series on Netflix and they think that they know everything, and it's different from state to state. And obviously you guys know we have not executed somebody in Kansas since I think the 1960s. So there's just a lot to it. So if you're interested in death penalty, please reach out and I can let you know about that. Other than that, we're going to hopefully override the governor next week on the tax bill that she should have not vetoed, and go Chiefs. So stay tuned for next week, and thanks guys for watching.